Hello guys and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be taking the buff of Falcon and testing him against variant 3. Variant 3 is chapter 3, 3.1. This has a Spry gassed path with a lot of annoying defenders. And do know that in this variant, any champion other than the tech class has 50% damage penalty. So if you see a hit that's hitting for 2000, just know that in an ordinary fight it will be hitting for 4000 with an asterisk conditions to apply. So we'll start with this fight versus Daredevil. In this fight, the first thing you want to do with Falcon is that you gotta dash back and hold block for 1.2 seconds, and thus there's a lockdown passive applied to the enemy, and the lockdown passives last for 12 seconds to ordinary enemies, and if he has class advantage it lasts 15 seconds, and it has a downtime of 8 seconds. So during this time he reduces the opponent's ability accuracy, defensive ability accuracy to be accurate, by 100%. That is any ability such as evade, regenerations, that regeneration in particular, that activates upon getting hit. That is, you have to hit the enemy. Like Wolverine has a chance to activate that regen upon getting hit. The evade works in the same fashion. When you're hitting the opponent, they have a chance to evade, which is completely shut down during this 12 seconds. So after this 12 seconds, Falcon needs 8 seconds to recalibrate. So that's the gray icon you can see on the left, and we are ready, red wing ready. That is your indication that you're ready to go, and you're here to dash back and hold block. And again, the opponent is locked down, and you have 12 seconds to go ham on the opponent to do maximum damage in that window. Here, see that special one. Every hit is landed. If you're bringing any other champions and if you're doing a projectile attack, Daredevil duped is just gonna evade every one of those bullets 100%. And what it does is that it gives you a passive fatigue debuff from the node, and it lasts for a couple of minutes or something like that. And when you're hitting the opponent again, for each hit you're landing on the opponent, you're gonna take 25% of damage attack, 25% of the defender's attack as direct damage. So basically it's just free damage. There are two ways you can get screwed here. You can get screwed by they're evading and they're directly attacking you, and from the fatigue debuff, here you're getting the fatigue debuff and you're attacking again as you're taking free damage. So let's focus on the fight. This fight, you have a Spider-Man. I do not want to play with this guy. Dodge back, hold block, and gonna parry, and just gonna do some damage. The one thing about Falcon is that block damage is a big thing when it comes to variants and high content. So you need to reparry right there. Reparry is your best friend when you're playing Falcon. You need to avoid taking chip damage, and you need to be cautious about when to activate the red wing right there. Another opening created by blocking the second medium. And do know that when the red wing, that lockdown is ending, even if the first part of your special attack connects and the last part, the last one bullet is not hitting your opponent before the timer runs. So the timer has already run out before the last bullet hits. So the enemy in this particular fight can still evade you, and that can cause problems, just like we discussed above. Okay, now you can clearly see that Falcon, we did take a special attack, I think, and a lot of lock damage as well, so we have to heal up. You need to be smart about when to activate your lock-on abilities, and you need to reparry. You need to learn to reparry with Falcon. That is really important. You need to avoid getting hit at all costs. Also, you need to avoid getting hit into your block. This is a variant, the Labyrinth Ultron. This guy has a base evade chance, unlike the ordinary Age of Ultron. That guy has a chance to evade every hit in every second. What happens with this Ultron is that after a particular seconds, let's say 7 seconds, the next hit will be evaded 100%. You can't outtime that thing. In spite of waiting it out, you will evade that one. So you know that after, if you calculate 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, if you have that at the back of your mind, you know that the next attack will be evaded. So I don't want to play around with this guy. He has his armor ups reduce offensive ability accuracy as well. So I don't want to do that special 2. Maybe that special 2 will not be critical. It should be if it locked down. So I want to go straight to special 3. The special 3 places an incinerate, and if locked on, places a vulnerability debuff as well. That just is going to increase our damage, and we can go to town. I'm just waiting that special one to create maximum openings. You only have a small window, so here again I reparry. I'm just dancing about trying to reactivate the lock-on, and here we go. That one was a dodgy intercept. You need to be good at intercepting, and you need to be good at repairing to use Falcon to its maximum potential. And we haven't talked about the cruelty buffs, right? Okay, the cruelty buffs are now at 101. I don't think that goes up anymore. So this is how it is. Many people will be asking this question: is Falcon worth rank 5? Should I take him up? The problem is that they don't understand his full abilities. I don't think most people do. He's just a new champion that is gotten buffed. The cruelty buffs are gained whenever the enemy evades, or if you have lockdown on the enemy and the enemy attempts an evade. They are gonna try and evade, but it won't be an evade because you are locking them down with the lock on, and then you get a cruelty buff as well. Right here we're hitting fairly hard. 3400, that's not bad at all. In an ordinary fight that would be 6500 plus. We have a small video in the channel where we tested this evasive shutdown ability in 6.3, and he was hitting for 10,000 mediums. There was quick fights. So this is what, 115 hits. That's the same as the number of hits that took us to take down Turtle. And this is with 50% attack reduction. And the special ones have significant amount of damage reduction as well. This fight was a little hard. I don't want to say hard. It was spooky. And now I realize that she can evade even if I'm attacking into her during that heavy cooldown phase of hers. Coming from the note, I got saved by Nick Fury evades multiple times during this fight, during this entire run. And with Wasp, there's a huge danger in getting cornered. There is a huge danger of getting cornered when you're playing Falcon. You need to be smart. You need to create opportunities to not die, basically. You need to be comfortable getting against the wall. If you're not able to fight the fight in your terms, you should be able to fall back and play defensive for a while. Here again I'm regretting not healing, but not healing gives you that kick to play better. I'm getting cornered here. I need to get the lockdown because if I attack him, she's just gonna dodge. Look at that dodge back distance. It's not like she's using dexterity. The floaty champs, the champions that float, has a significant dash back distance than those on the ground. Now I'm doing a heavy attack just to push her back. That did were 9,000, 11,000 or something like that. And now we're in control. I'm doing parry, double hits. In some fights I'm doing parry, medium, double, light attacks. And I'll create an opportunity to activate the lock on by parrying the opponent, and then I'll dash back and hold block. Other than that, you can still create opportunities to lock on to the target in a certain fashion. And you're fighting the opponent, after performing a second medium, after one dash they will do another medium. If they misses, if they'll try that a couple of times, and if they cannot connect, they will dash back and hold block for a few seconds, for a half a second or something like that. So if you are taking that opportunity, if you realize that opportunity, you dash back and hold block, that is a good chance, good window to actually activate your lock on. Okay, here he was holding block, so I took that opportunity to lock on. With Spidey, he has a 70% chance to evade, so you're gonna get evaded if you do a regular combo. He has a double medium, but he can still parry that one. I'm parrying, doing triple hits here and there. Here, I'm getting cornered. I need to get lock on. He does a special 2. I take that opportunity to do lock on, and I'm trying to push him back now. And reparry again. Trying to do special 1 to do that. Special 1 does 1 extra bleed if you're locked on to the opponent. And here we're waiting a special 2 again, and also we're looking at the timer, waiting for it to go. Here I want to bait out that special 2 before I lock on, but I am getting cornered. So you need balance. If I'm locking on earlier, then that special 2, look how much, even half of the time is wasted just waiting that special 2. But you cannot risk getting cornered, and if you're hitting the opponent there evading, you're dead. So you need a balance in these fights, but in a regular fight you don't need to be that strict or that careful. You need to create openings. You need to hold block. If you're away from the opponent, you can hold block and they will dash into your block, and you can reparry. Then you can make the opponent, like I said, dash back and hold on their own, and then you can take that opportunity to do it. You can make them do a heavy attack and then interrupt that heavy attack, or while they're performing that heavy attack you can dash back and hold block and activate it like that also. Or while you're right after you're dexing a special attack, you can take that opportunity. If there's enough space between you can take that chance to activate it as well. So that's it for that path to be. So that's basically it for the particular path. As just for damage comparison, if you take Seaton's video on Killmonger, rank 1 6-star Killmonger versus Variant, this particular path in Variant, it took him 19 minutes to clear the path, and for Falcon it only took 14 minutes. So that's good. I mean, for Killmonger, there are benefits to Killmonger, yes. It's fun to see that 30, 40, 50 stacks of bleed from the special 3, and significantly you can reduce the amount of block damage you're taking. You don't need to block at all with the Killmonger. If you're good at intercepting, that's all you need to do. If you have Winter Soldier in your arsenal, in your team, that's a very easy fight. Not a very easy fight. If you're good at intercepting, it depends on your skill. So it's a very reliable way to navigate through this path and such high evasive champions. But the thing with Falcon is that he is reliable. He is faster. He does have more damage output. And utility wise, you can't compare him to Killmonger. There are different champions, of course. But Falcon in particular, can shut down a lot of defensive abilities. At least I'm still discovering a lot of his abilities. You can see a video in the channel that we have taken on Korg's thing. Korg. There is many big champions as well. This was a bad fight versus Nightcrawler. Getting cornered is significantly a problem. And I do realize that this wasn't a fight that I was gonna be able to do probably. I'm just testing the waters here. And I did realize that he has an unstoppable heavy attack that cannot be punished as well. I'm trying to change his stance, but you can't I am tempted to just, whenever he's blocking, just to dash in and hit his block, but you can't take that chance in this path. He will evade from the node and you will get screwed. So even if you're trying to switch him by hitting into the block, you should be doing it while lock on is active. Here I am just trying my best to get some space. I'm getting cornered here. You need to be comfortable with fighting in the wall, like Quake and many other champions as well. In Dorky Diggity Dave's video, you can see that the wall can be a friend in certain situations. With the Falcon, it may not be a friend, but you need to be comfortable. You shouldn't panic if you're against the wall. You need to be able to save yourself. There I threw a heavy trying to save myself, but it didn't connect because he had an unstoppable heavy attack. So yeah, Falcon is a great option right here. If you were a better player, if you were more planned, I didn't know that he had a heavy attack that was not unstoppable. I took damage from the gassed node. I thought that you cannot avoid that damage. Maybe, I don't know. Didn't really read that node properly. I have cleared this variant 3 a long time ago. 100%ed it. And I don't remember who I used for these paths. Maybe Nick Fury. Nick Fury is great right here. We're just trying to take revenge on this guy. And also it gives us a chance to run through things again. So Falcon is a great champion after his buff. So do know that his cruelty buffs and his high damage can only be useful it only triggers during a high evasive fight. You can't, just because you can lock on and reduce defensive abilities, you won't get that benefits from those cruelty effects. Unless the opponent is evading. But you can shut down auto blocks, evades, Thorn's damage from Korg thing, Iron Man's auto block, Modoc's auto block, and there are many champions that he can counter. We are still discovering a lot of fights, and we will continue to test. It's only been a week and a half since the buff went live, so yeah, we're still discovering. Here we are trying to take revenge on this Nightcrawler, but I am gonna get banned. I did get hit on the last by a special attack or something. I thought the fight was over. I thought this guy was gonna bleed out, but I forgot that there was the damage cap and the bleeds were ticking for much less damage. 14,000 medium. And that's it. That's pretty much it, and thanks for coming and hearing me ramble for 20 minutes unnecessarily, which was unnecessarily long. And this is my first video that I'm doing a voiceover. I am fibbing, I know that. I do suck at this. So please excuse the mistakes that have been made during this video. See, making mistakes again. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your alliance. And the channel is just starting out, it's still very young. We're trying to push out as much content as possible, but quality content. I don't want to push out random things. So thanks for watching, and keep coming back to the channel if you find that the videos are of good quality. And wherever you are, stay healthy, stay safe given the situation, and have a nice day, and thanks for stopping by.